Hey, what's up guys? Frank here. I recently took a trip out to the Maumee. It was flooding a little bit. Got in there, did some high water fishing. Got my first flathead of the season. I just wanted to come on for a minute and talk to y'all about high water and how fish are affected by high water. You hear a lot of guys talk about, you gotta think like a fish. But what does that really mean? Well, I'm gonna tell you to think like a human. Not like us civilized humans, but like just humans in nature. Say you have a snowstorm coming. Most humans know the snowstorm's going to come. You get the forecast or whatever. What do? We run to the grocery store. We get stocked up with all the food we need so we don't have to go anywhere, right? Now, just put that perspective into the fishing world. You have a low pressure system coming in. The fish know this low pressure system's coming in. It's not a snowstorm to us humans, but to them, the water gets high. A lot of people don't think about it. You got the current. These fish don't want to go out in the current because you have debris in the current. There's a lot of sediment suspended in the water. So they're going to get their feet on before the low pressure comes in. Now, I've had some of my best fishing in the 6 to 8 hours or so before a low pressure or a cold front comes through. And then afterwards, the bite gets slow. It drops off for a minute because they don't want to be out in the sediment and all the debris floating by and fighting the current. They've already eaten too. If there's a storm outside and I got what I need in my house and I've already eaten, I'm not going out in that. You can put a steak down the road. It's raining. I don't know, man. I ain't going after that steak because I already have it. I'm full. I'm good. You just have to think about a fish like that. That's what these guys are talking about when they say you got to think like a fish. Just kind of put it in perspective like that. Usually, you get this high water coming. These fish can feel that pressure change, and they know when it comes, it's probably going to be rain and it's going to flood. So they'll really put the feed bag on. So just remember that little tip when you're out this spring and the rains are coming and the water's high. Now, if the water's already high, what you want to look for is places where the water is a lot still. You got eddies. A lot of people say find an eddy. Okay, there's different kinds of eddies. You'll have these eddies that's got all kinds of debris and junk floating, swirling. You're probably not going to get a fish there. They're not going to mess with all that debris floating around. You want to find an eddy like a creek mouth or somewhere it's just a current seam and there's just still water up against the bank. These fish are going to move up in there and settle in out of the current. You just kind of got to drop it in. You get these eddies that are swirling, a big eddy and there's a lot of trash in it. You got to remember that it ain't just trash floating on top. There's trash floating in the water column too. You'll end up with a lot of debris on your line. It'll be knocking your line around. Them fish ain't swimming in that. You need to look for a current seam that doesn't have a lot of debris but has some still water. If you stand and look at these current seams for a minute, you can watch and see how the water interacts. You won't see much debris, and you may even see some fish action on the still side of it right along the current seam. So just remember that. You can look at creek mouths is a good one. The backside of islands are excellent places. Points, any kind of big point that sticks out that kind of creates a slower spot. When the water's high, they'll collect up in there. They'll follow the water up and then follow it back down. But make sure there isn't a lot of debris, guys. I see a lot of guys out here and they're fishing in these areas and there's a lot of debris. You have to remember that what you see on top of the water isn't everything. There's a lot of debris all the way down that water column. Those fish aren't going to get in there. They'll get beat up just like anybody else will. If you're in there and you got logs and trees and sticks and all kinds of debris floating around, they're going to get beat up. They're not trying to be in that. They're going to back off and they're going to find somewhere more comfortable. They want comfort. Just like we do. So yeah, I went out the other day and it was really hard to find bait. If you ever fish for creek chubs, it's hard to catch them when the water's muddy. I managed to get 3 of them. One of them was way too small, so I had a medium and a pretty good size one, and it started raining just as I got to the fishing hole. So I took the cameras anyway. I'm like, man, we're going to do this anyway. And it got to rain a little bit harder. And I found I didn't have my waterproof case. Oh, no. And then I had a reel on my Rip and Lips medium action. This is a PC Fun Thunder on my Rip and Lips medium heavy action rod. I got it spooled with 50-pound test Power Pro. But this combo turned out excellent. I like this reel. It's the first time I had it out. It's a 300 series reel. It worked pretty good. It cast fine. I was casting 6 ounces with it. It's pretty nice. Get them from PC Fun. 8 bearings, 1 anti-reverse, 7-to-1 gear ratio. It's a 300 series. I got about 140 yards of 50-pound test on the other one. So plenty enough to fish with. It's pretty nice. The drag worked fine. As y'all see in the video, it was raining real hard, so I decided to take some stuff back up to the car, and my River Rider rod holder, my Super Cat rod, and the reel had all the fun. It had all the fun. You can see it, it bites and it starts pulling. The River Rider doesn't move. Rod has a good bend in it. Fish is fighting. Drag's working perfect on the reel. He's not going anywhere. That fish ain't going nowhere. That's confidence in your equipment. I had the confidence to leave my rod and my new reel sitting in a rod holder with bait out there for Flathead to take a decent walk all the way up to my truck to put my gear in the truck and come back. I knew my rod would still be there no matter what. So I'm going to let y'all check these clips out. I'll be back with some more fishing action as the spring goes on. We got a lot of high water, a lot of wind and rain. It's supposed to snow tomorrow night. Can you believe that? We're still fighting off the winter here. It's the 26th. Can you believe that? So I'll get at you next time. Remember to hit that little bell up there. Like, subscribe to my videos. We got some fun stuff coming up this week. Here in the middle of next month, I have Lena Hardwick and Molly Hardwick coming up from Cincinnati. They have a business that it's called Whisker Sticks. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of them, but I'll wait till they get up there and let them explain to you. I'm gonna take them out on some local rivers and lakes. We're gonna have some fun fishing and we're gonna see what's happening. I'll get at y'all later. Peace. Hey, what's up, guys? I got my hat on the camera because it's raining out here. Hopefully I'm gonna get out here and get on some flatheads. Let me adjust this so y'all can see it. My rod right here. So I might be able to get the head cam. I don't know. It's raining. Luckily, my PC Fun tackle bag has its own rain cover, so we're good. Rainfly is deployed on the tackle. It's deployed. Now we're gonna go over here, cut this old bait up. I got this PC Fun Thunder right here, rigged up on my Rippin' Lips medium heavy action. Let me raise this camera up just a bit. There we go. Yeah, I got some 50-pound tests on here. We're gonna put it out here and see what happens. Try this whole Thunder out right here. Oh my God, it's tangled. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong today. Everything. Throwing this with a 6-ounce weight out here, guys. And a big old chub. Looking for the season's first flathead. We're fishing, guys. Man, I hope that don't ruin my camera. It's pretty well covered though. Come on, guys. Yeah, baby. First flathead of the season on the PC Fun Thunder. There he is. Yeah, baby, in the rainstorm. I took my other stuff up so it didn't get ruined. There he is, guys. First flathead. Get him back in the water. Get down there without sliding in. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.